It's definitely been, kind of the core of my college experience.
That core group of guys that were interested in making this organization succeed, and that's why it did.
Cornell kind of focused on a lot of other sports over us. We were a club team, and so I think that was a part of the resource issue.
Some of those teams are the greatest teams in the country. Some of those teams are varsity teams that get tons and tons of money from their schools.
Our coaches, our kind of leaders of the group, are working on their own game while they're trying to help the guys around us. So
I don't think we're doing it terribly having no coach. I think it's definitely admirable for us to have no coach compared to a lot of other teams and still place really well compared to these teams. But I think that if we did have a coach or somebody there, it would take us from where we are to the next level.
We're starting the trip to Iowa today.
So just in this car is going to be about 300 extra pounds in bowling equipment. 11 hours, baby!
I started about 12 years ago.
I didn't start seriously consider bowling until about my sophomore year.
Met one of the guys, met Ned at the first week, actually the day of. He asked me like, "Oh, what are you doing later tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm going bowling." He's like, "Ah, so am I."
I think about 10 hours to Chicago from here in Ithaca.
Not everybody understood what was necessary to actually get to a tournament.
It was a wake-up call, man. It was, first 3 shots in the gutter.
This guy texted me at 5 o'clock this morning. He's like, "I gotta get that pump on."
I had not been up this early for anything in like 8 months.
That sophomore year was definitely very rough because that was when COVID hit.
He wasn't getting a lot of help, and he was getting a lot of kind of flack from the guys. Like, "We don't think you're doing this right, we're not subbing people right."
If they even know anywhere in the vicinity of where to throw the ball. And it's hard to make those decisions when it's a group of people that are very close.
You never wanted to be on the bench because ultimately you wanted to be bowling because that's why we're taking the time out.
I always have bowling to go to. I always have my group of guys every Tuesday, Thursday to go hang out with. And so that is something that I'm really appreciative of and really will look back with fondness.